Buccaneers and the Rams on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff on Father Time the way that he has.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Second and 8 coming up. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Brady now to throw. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Stafford on 1st down. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first and 10, Stafford trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a first and 10 at their own 27. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
And that's saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Brady. and he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Johnson there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Powell on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Stafford on 3rd down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Here we go.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
From midfield, here's Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 38 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point try now for Suckup. And it's good to make it 14-0. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
To throw is Stafford. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over.
And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The final shot before half for Brady.
Into the hands of Darden.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. On the return is Powell. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch his flag. Watch his flag. Check. Look behind. Check. 45 somebody.
Stafford.
He's not gonna get me.
And Woods has it complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check curls. Check curls.
On the ground, it's Akers. Fights through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, Akers. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the jet sweep. Stafford pops it forward.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Davis, 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers' 14-yard line.
Now Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Brady going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now's the time. Don't give him nothing.
And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
From the 38, Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run a draw now with Akers. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Akers, the ball carrier. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3, but I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied. But, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Brady to throw. They'll drop this off for Bernard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the 1st down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Clock now under 30 ticks and running. Stafford now to throw.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stafford. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but